All right. Well, welcome everyone to our United Nations training night. It's so good to be with all of you. As you know, this is a combination of several nations, and it's so fun to come together in one place and to learn. I heard once, the more you learn, the more you earn in Arbonne, and that's so true. Tonight we have a very special guest, and I can't hardly wait for her to speak into your life. And I hope that tonight you will certainly receive what she has to share with each and every one of you. And I want to challenge each of you to truly take the words she says and apply to yourself, and just do an evaluation of yourself. Think about the words she's speaking, and maybe whether or not they're words that you feel you were supposed to hear tonight, because she has a way about her that seems anointed in so many different areas of her life that she'll just come across to you and you know, oh my goodness, she was talking to me. And so tonight I am so excited to have Executive National Vice President Miranda Burcham. Many of you know her, some of you have seen her. She took the stage in GTC without a dry eye in the crowd, and probably one of the very most meaningful presentations I've ever seen came from her that day, and it truly pierced my heart. I loved Miranda before that, but I certainly loved her after that, to see what she did to the multitudes of people across Arbonne that day. And many of us can still recite some of the words she spoke to us and into our life that day from that GTC stage in Vegas. And so tonight you're going to get to hear her heart. You're going to get to hear her vision and all the things that is going to apply to your business as well. I love her family. She is a mama, a very busy mama of lots and lots and lots of kids. And we're gonna sit back, get your notepads ready, get your pen ready. And Miranda, if you are on, she was actually at a get together tonight. She was doing what we all do, healthy happy hours, and she was gonna jump in as soon as she got in the car. So Miranda, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Thank you so much for being with us, Miranda. We're so excited. I love you, sis, and I'm going to let you just take it away.
Oh, well, thanks for letting me come on. It's so funny, you guys, because I committed to this, I don't know, a few months ago, and then I just started a new girl who is literally a rock star. I'm so excited. She will be an MVP, and I don't always say that because sometimes I'm not sure, but she will. And I'm at her house in her bathroom right now. It's so funny. So we have like 6 guests still out there, 5 guests still out there. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I committed to this a long time ago. So, hey, I got to go do that. She's like, no problem. And so I'm on the ground in her bathroom so that the lighting's okay so you can see me. And I'm on my knees. So I might have to adjust every once in a while. But I want to make sure that I'm somebody that's true to my word. So if I say I'm going to do it. So I think somebody's not muted. Does want to mute.
Him and his life group, they're all,
Tammy, do you want to mute everybody? There we go. I'll tell you a funny story before we get going. I was on a call with Cecilia Stoll. I was a new RVP, and it was before video. And I was washing my dishes, listening to the call, because we all multitask in Arbonne. And I was so excited to finally get to be, on this VP call with her. And she was like, I think somebody is maybe like washing dishes. And I was like, oh, that's me. And I muted really fast. And so I always am sensitive when people are talking and I know that they don't know. So anyway, here I am in Katie Beth Robertson. I'll say her name because she's going to be an MVP. And you'll go, I was on that call and Miranda did her launch party. So I'm on her floor in her bathroom, and I'm so sad because I'm like, I'm so sorry that I'm having to go to your bathroom to do this. But this is real life Arbonne, you guys. And so I still launch people all the time. I'm still looking for aces in my business. And Arbonne is not glamorous. So I have like this little baby brush right here sitting next to me. Katie Beth has triplet 11-month-olds. And she's so busy, but she decided that she wanted to change her life. And whenever I decided to talk to Katie Beth about Arbonne, I talked to her for like 8 months. She blew me off. Finally, I said, would you try some samples? I'll try your samples, but I'm probably guaranteeing you I'll not buy any of the things. So I'm like, that's okay, just try it. And so anyway, here she is. And you know why she decided to join my business? She said, Miranda, everybody asked me to join things. And I understand because she's a rock star. She's a fitness lady. Everybody loves her. She's a great mom of these triplet kids. And she said, because Arbonne was not about what you were getting out of it. It's about what the world was going to get out of it because you decided to do Arbonne. And she was like, I caught that vision and I see that in your culture. And that's why I'm going to join you. And I just love that because I teach all the time that we have to have a why that's bigger than ourselves. And if we're only talking about how we want to make a few hundred extra dollars, that's not giving people enough vision to join your business. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong. You need to make some extra money. I needed to make extra money too. In fact, my initial goal was $2,500. So I could make $25 extra $100. That would help me get home with my baby boy who was 1 year old. It would help us to have just a little bit of breathing room. But it was always more than that. It was always more than just for our family. It was to be able to help these kids that I was working with that were in foster care, that were getting in trouble with the juvenile system, was helping buy them shoes. So from the very beginning, my best tip would be, why are you doing Arbonne apart from just the things you need? It starts with things we need. I get it. It starts with paying your bills and having extra money and having some time freedom, but it can't end there. And when you talk about Arbonne, it has to include all of that. It has to include things that you need, but also the things that are in your heart that others need. And so when you talk about Arbonne, it has to be a reason bigger than yourself. I always say, when you're giving your reasons for doing Arbonne, is your vision big enough that it would include other people in? Because here's the thing, if it's small, if it's kind of small, then people are like, she can do that without me. But if you talk about things you really want to do, and that takes digging down, you guys, and doing those 21 reasons why. Maybe you don't discover your big rise until number 16, right? But when you speak like that, other people want to join you because it's proven that people want to follow those that, one, know where they're going, and two, have a vision bigger than themselves. And so I want to ask you, are you speaking like that? Are you saying things like, guys, I've been saving my best dreams for when I was asleep. Sorry, hang on. And I'm tired of doing that. I am going to live wide awake, and I'm going to save my best dreams for when I'm awake. And Arbonne's helping me do that. In fact, at night, I lie awake in bed with my eyes wide open. Why? Because I'm excited for my future. And it's been a while since I've been excited for my future. And because of Arbonne, I know my future's bright. And I'm looking for other people that want to live wide awake and save their best dreams when they're wide awake. And if that's you, I'm looking for you. Because here's the thing, there's more to life than living day to day, an average life. And I knew that I didn't know how to get it. And now that I have Arbonne, I do. Like, are you saying that? Or are you an expert on the 30 days healthy living? And do you give everything what they can't eat? She's crawling behind me. There you know who you are, and they're going to watch for you on stage. So you don't have to crawl behind. She can you guys can see her face. But if you are just talking about the basics of the product, and everybody leaves your parties or your one-on-ones knowing everything about the product, that's boring. They can learn that. You need to be excited about the product and what it can do. But if you're not talking about what this business can do for people's lives, you're missing the boat. We actually did a joint party tonight with another rep from a clothing company, and she's precious. And one thing she just said to me was, Miranda, I learned something watching you tonight, because she's new in her company. And she said, I only talk about the products because they're so good. She said, but I'm going to start talking about the business. So I said, yeah, because if you don't, you're not going to get people like you would. And so the shift that you can make right now, you hang up and you don't listen anymore to this call, is, am I talking more about the product than I am the business? And if you go, yeah, I am, then you're not doing it right. And I think that's kind of good to hear. Like, okay, thank you. Give me a success tip. I just gave you one. Now, sometimes I have to get people in with a product because I love the product and it's great. It can change their life. But I'm always talking to them with the business in mind. So even when I prospected like Katie Beck, this girl I'm here with tonight, I said, I want you to try Arbonne. She said, I'm Miranda, I'll try it, but I'm probably not going to buy anything. They're on a budget. She's got 3 little bitty kids. And I said, that's okay. Just trying it will make me happy. Because here's the thing. I know if you can see what our products are, you can look at this business and really understand what that could be. And so I'm always tying it back to the business. So I don't have a script of what I'm going to talk to you tonight about, but Tammy asked me to give you vision. So first of all, I'm going to give you vision of what my life looked like 16 years ago before I started Arbonne. It'll be 16 years next month, and what it looks like now. And I want to tell you, I took those 21 reasons really seriously, 21 reasons list. And I'm on my 5th 21 reasons why list. So I hope that gives you some vision. And I had to think hard about number 12 and 13 and 20 and 21. Because really the reason I started is I needed more time, I needed more money. But then I started going, and these little kids that I'm seeing every day, I want to make a bigger difference in their life. I want to have time. I want to be able to let them come to my house and play my Nintendo. I want to be able to not just have to be their counselor, but I want to be able to pick them up from church. I want to be able to buy snow cones for kids when I'm in line with my little boy or my husband. I want to be able to have enough money to call kids that are not getting snow cones, that are in these apartment complexes, and go, you want a snow cone? Come here. Like, those were on my list. Those were on my initial list. I wanted to be able to take a vacation and not just have to drive there, which that was still awesome to be able to drive to one. I want to be able to fly somewhere. I want to be able to take a mission trip. That was on my first list. And now I'm on list number 5. And my number 5 list included things like build a pool, an in-ground pool with cash, which we just did last summer. One of my lists, like number 3, was retire my husband. He's retired over 6 years ago now. He was a head football coach and teacher. On this list, this latest list, it was not just one of my lists was go to a mission trip. And then it became take others with me on mission trips. And then it became take my family on a mission trip. And then it was live in Haiti for the summer, which we did in 2016. And then we lived in Vietnam in 2018. And then my latest list was start an organization. I wasn't even sure what it was going to be. It was going to be some kind of orphanage or something in Haiti. We just did that over a year ago. It's called Jeremiah's Boys Home. And so, guys, as your list grows, your belief will grow. It's hard to sometimes write those things. So you think, like, how is that ever going to happen? But then you think, the only way it's going to happen is if I build this business. I got to build it. And you start thinking about it and get hungrier for it. The more you build your list of reasons why, the more your belief will grow of why you need to do this business. It's like a self-feeding. And so I really want to encourage you that if you can't spout off some of your reasons, and I'm talking about 10 to 15 of them right away without looking at them, you're not looking at them enough. You've got to do that. So now my vision today was 2,500 when I started. Now, you guys, it's not just, I remember getting an average national vice president check, $22,000 a month. You guys know that's the average, right? And now I see more than the average, which is insane. Then my goal was to help other people on my team see the average ENVP check. That's over $20,000 a month, right? And now we have. I was just in Kansas City with 4 of my ENVPs, my direct ENVPs, over Christmas. I took them for like a little a couple days. I'd never done that before, but we took them on a shopping spree, and we got our paycheck. The Pure Pay came across on our phone. And you guys, to see my other ENVPs get checks that I had never dreamed about when I was starting Arbonne, and now they're getting these incredible checks, I'm like, oh my goodness, it makes me hungrier. And on this next list, it's going to be more people. In fact, I want to set a goal that I have 100 people on my team making 6 figures a year in Arbonne. Well, that's the RVP level, right? And so my vision gets bigger and bigger. And, you know, one of the big things that we do different on our team is we claim the song. It's by Micah Tyler, and it's called Different, if you haven't heard of it. And it talks about, I want to be different. I want to be changed. And my prayer for my team is that we will be a team that's different, that we will be a team set on fire for bigger reasons than just ourselves. That we're not going to be a team that's just only spouting off what the 30-day program does, which is amazing, and we do talk about that. But we talk about changing lives, that we assume people's best intentions, that we're bold, that we're hungry for things. We're the #1 team in all of Arbonne that gives back, right? So we want to be a team that gives back to others. You know, Cecilia Stoll put the vision on there that she wants Arbonne to be the #1 network marketing company that gives back. And so I said, I want my success line to be the #1 success line that gives back. Like, I want to encourage you, whether you're a consultant or district manager or a VP or whatever you are, your team is you down. So you might go, well, that's not our goal on our team. Well, do you want it to be your goal? You can make it your goal, because your success line is you down. Your culture is you down. What do you want to create? Whatever you want to create, you need to write down, and then you need to and talk about it. You want to talk about what you want your culture to look like, because you're going to attract those types of people. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to attract some people that other people might, and the people like Katie Beth that joined my business, other teams would not have attracted her. Does that make sense? And so I want you to think, what am I? What do I stand for? And then what do I want to attract on my team? What am I looking for? I have an NVP that she's like, I want to be the most diverse team in Arbonne. I want to be she has all these different things. And there are things that those aren't my number one goals. I do want diversity, but it's not my number one goal. And so she's attracting different people than I am. And that's okay. So I really want you to, what are your hearts? What are your passions? You're going to attract people with those same hearts and passions. And so you need to be talking about them. So the next thing I would say is, are you speaking life or death over your business? And so here's how I can tell. If I followed you around every day and listened to your conversations, would I think that you're having a rockin' business or that you're having the worst time on earth to build this business? What would I think about your business? And because I think sometimes you think, no, I talk well. Well, maybe you do it when you're at Arbonne meetings. So like, what are you saying to your spouse or your kids about Arbonne? And if I followed you around all day long, what would I believe about your business? And so that's how I know if you're speaking life or death. And so here's some death things that you speak over your business. Because here's the thing, the power of the tongue has the ability to create life or death. And so here's some death things, and I'm really an expert at these because I've said a lot of them as I've struggled in my business over the years. I wish I hadn't, and I've had a lot of ups and downs in my business. So I'm an expert in this, I really think. No, I want to build my business, but no matter what I do, like people keep quitting. Or, you know, I've sent like 20 messages and like no one ever messages me back. I don't know. I mean, maybe they just don't like me. I don't understand. I mean, I want to become successful and I want to pay off our debt. I want to do this and that, but it's just not happening. I don't know why. Like, what's wrong with me? I feel like all these other people like have a secret. Like I listen to the same calls they do. I plug in, I believe, but yet it's not happening. I had 3 parties this month and they all canceled. What in the world? Like I thought if you booked parties, you know, you would build your business. Man, I've had the last 4 events I've done. No one's bought anything. No one's been interested. No one's booked a party. I'm not even good at booking parties. Like, I don't know. I feel like I need like a lesson on that because parties, that's not, I can't ever do that. Man, I'm doing a 30-day program. I just can't seem to stick with it. I don't know why. I mean, I just don't think I'm very disciplined. I mean, is this familiar? Like, I want to buy more product, but I don't even have that much money, and all these new products keep coming out. I don't know. I'm not going to buy it. My upline says that I need to get, you know, be a product to the product, but I can't afford that. Like, I've said all that, you guys, and more. And guess what I got? Negative results in my business. When I spoke life over my business, there was a season I was very consistent about doing that. My business grew. When I began to kind of struggle, I began to speak more death over it, not on purpose, but I think it's just human nature. And for 3 or 4 years, all my business did, my feet are going numb now, all my business did was go backwards, 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 backwards. I began to realize in the Bahamas, literally at AIT in 2011, the end of that year, I'd won AIT. I hadn't won any, I had never won an AIT trip ever before that. I'd gotten to go on one because NVPs at the time had got to go on them, but I had never won one. Finally in 2011, I earned one, but I was still struggling in my business. And I was in the taxi cab with my husband and 3 of my kids. I only had 3 at the time. And I just had an aha, like, what am I doing? Like these people in the Bahamas, they're working till 11 p.m. at this restaurant. They're waiting to get picked up. There's 10 people in the car picking them up. There's a lady along the beach still looking for people to braid their hair at this hour. And here I am feeling sorry because I can't build my business the way I want. Like, I got to get my act together. And I told my husband, any of these people, if they had the opportunity, I think about this with Haiti too, and India, and different places, they would not make excuses. They would work on themselves. They would get better at themselves, and they would talk to people and not be sad if they're not joining them. They would just say next. And I said, but for some reason, I'm feeling sorry for myself. And I said, all the people that are doing the right things in their business and speaking life, they're here and they're thriving. I'm here and I'm dying. And I said, I want to apologize to you and my kids. And I started crying. And I said, I have had made so many excuses of why I'm struggling in Arbonne, and I'm done with it. It's not helping my family. I said, next year at this time, I'll double my income. And my husband was like, I hope, Miranda, because this is, our income's going down, but more importantly, you're going down. Like, you're not the mom you used to be. You're not the wife you used to be. I mean, I still felt like I was a good mom and wife, but he was like, you're not reaching your potential. And when you do that, that makes me sad. And I said, you're right. You guys, because how we do anything is how I do everything, right? And so I said that night, I'm going to do better. And I did. And I began to speak life again over my business. So here's what speaking life sounds like. I will build to the top of this company. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I'm a business building magnet. Everybody I talk to wants to join my business. I love booking parties, and people love booking parties for me. People show up at my parties and they're excited about Arbonne. I'm a leader worth following. I'm an Arbonne superstar. I'm a 6-figure income earner. I'm a national vice president. I believe in myself. Others believe in me. I'm meeting the right people at the right time. I reap what I sow, and I'm sowing good seed. Business builders are coming from the north, east, south, and west to join my business. I have the favor of God upon me. I began to speak that out, even in times I didn't feel like it, even times when my dashboard didn't say it was true. In fact, I took a time where I was like, I don't have to look at my dashboard. I'm the only one sponsoring or selling, and it's not even much. I don't need to check it because that got me down, right? When I know what I'm doing, I know what volume's going in. I don't need the dashboard to tell me. And there was a period of months or probably years that I'm like, nope, dashboard doesn't define my business. The dashboard does not define my business. I define my business. That's what it is. And so that changed so much. And within 2 years, you guys, I'd promoted back to national vice president because I'd actually lost my nation for a period of 20 months. And then that was in 2013. By 2018, I was a 4-wide national vice president. And I'm gonna be 6-wide here. You just watch. So I'm telling you, it starts with our belief in ourselves. And I thought to myself, how dare me not believe in what I can do? How dare me not do the right things? Because there's people counting on me. People that are going to join my business that are counting on me to play big. My kids are counting on me. My husband's counting on me. And people I've never met that may never know me. But because I sent money to them or I had resources to help them, their life changed. I love that song. It says, "Thank you for giving to the Lord" by Rich Mullins. And it says, when you meet him in heaven and they say, "Thank you for giving to the Lord, I'm a life that's been changed." And I think, yes, that's what I want. I might not know these people, they might not know me, but because I worked hard in Arbonne, I had extra money, I had extra time to give and to send. My husband and I have 5 kids, and we're filling out paperwork to be foster parents again. Not because we really think like we need some more kids, but because we know we have time and resources, and we know we have the ability to change kids' lives, and we're not going to sit on that. We're not going to take it lightly. Arbonne was given to us to help other people, and that's one way we do it. Every Tuesday, I go to the drug rehab center, and I do boot camp. I volunteer there for over a year now for ladies that are in drug rehab, and they have their kids with them. And I think to myself, every time I go, sometimes they're not the nicest ladies. I love them, but sometimes they're not so happy to see me. They're not great moms. They've gone through so much. And I speak life over them. And I tell them and teach them how to speak life over their kids. And I take their kids and hold their face and talk to them how precious their kids are and how fearfully and wonderfully made. And I encourage these moms that they are supposed to be these moms' kids. And God appointed them for such a time as this to be these kids' moms and to protect them and to love them, and how worthy these mommies are because they don't feel worthy. A lot of these moms have been using meth. One of the ladies yesterday, she had 17 teeth pulled. I said, "Girl, 17 teeth, that's all your teeth." And she said, "I know, but when you use meth since you're 11 years old, Miranda, that's what happens." And I'm like, 11? Oh my gosh. You know, she's got precious kids, and I know she needs that life still. I know the kids are going to be different. The moms are going to be different because I go there. And so I want to ask you, who's going to be different because you decide to step up and do Arbonne, so you have time and money and vision to be able to change them? I guarantee you there's an enemy in this world that he does not want you successful at Arbonne. But there's also somebody that created you that has amazing purpose for your life. And if nobody's told you that, let me be the first to tell you. You were created on purpose for a purpose. And you have great and mighty things to do in this world. Good plans to prosper you, to give you a future and a hope. It's not for evil. That's not why you are here. And Arbonne can and will be a vehicle for you for change if you allow it to be. And so I want to tell you, the hardest thing you need to do in Arbonne is looking at yourself in the mirror and figuring out ways you need to change. You're not going to beat yourself up for those. That doesn't do any good. You're going to speak life over yourself. If you say, "You know what, I just don't attract people," you need to start saying, "I attract people everywhere I go. I reap what I sow, and I sow good seed, and the right people come into my life." I want you to know, I read all the time. I'm on Audible. I listen to podcasts. I speak live. In the car, my car is a rolling university of things I want to hear. Right now, I'm listening to a book that I love called Pep Talk by Terry Savelle Foy. It is a Christian book because I'm a Christian. And so I love it, but the lady's voice is like very annoying. It's like really squeaky and high. And my kids are always like, "Mom, you're listening to this book again. I don't want to listen to this book." And I'm like, "I don't care what you want to listen to. This lady speaks live and she teaches you how to do that. And I want you to hear it. So get over a voice and listen." And so I love it because when I work on myself, it helps my kids. Otherwise, if I wasn't in Arbonne, we'd be listening to radio because that's all I would know. I love that Arbonne, when we're our best, it overflowed. It overflows to my kids, my husband, my Arbonne team, and my future team. I want to let you know, maybe even telling yourself that you can't. And, you know, maybe Miranda or these other ladies in my Tammy, they have something different I don't have. That's a lie. We're all made for great things, and we can all do this business. I want you to believe that in the depths of your spirit, that you were made to be an Arbonne for such a time as this, and that you have what it takes to be successful. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person or the right thing to the wrong person, but you can mess up if you're not convicted enough. You've got to be convicted about what you do. The name of that book is called Pep Talk, and the author is Terry Savelle Foy, F-O-Y. Now here's what's crazy. I'm not sad, I'm not embarrassed to tell you guys about Pep Talk because it's an awesome book. I don't get any money off of that. It's not helping me. I just want you to know about it. Why do we get embarrassed to tell people about Arbonne when we can change our life and theirs by it? But we're like, I don't want to tell them. I want to tell everybody about Arbonne. I want everybody to know what I have here. We tell and we recommend things every day. Why would we not be recommending something that we can change our lives and they can change theirs? Product and business. We all network every day, you guys. Don't forget that. The last thing I'll tell you is that I got to stand up now because my legs are literally asleep. Woo! And the last thing I would say to you guys is, I don't know what script you have. I know that you have great leaders that can help you know what to say, but most importantly, it's how you say it. You have to have conviction. Conviction to me is the belief that you have inside of your heart that you can and will make this business work. That's the first part of conviction. The second part is believing in your heart that you can help other people make it work. So if people are saying to you like, well, good for you, girl, like that's awesome, or good, buddy, you're doing Arbonne. That means that you're making them think you can do it, but you're not helping them understand that they could. So people have said that to me too, like, well, good for you, Miranda. It sounds like you really know what you're doing. And I'll say, listen, it's not just good for me. This can be good for you. Like, have you ever thought about a second stream of income? What would hold you back from starting a business like this? You'd be incredible. You are so influential. You're so energetic. You have so much, you're so positive. People like that do great in my business. If I sent you some information about it, would you think about joining my business, or would you at least look? Like, if you're not speaking with conviction that you can do it and other people can do it, I'm like dancing. You probably see me. My feet are totally asleep. It's so funny. If you're not speaking with conviction, then that's one thing you got to change. Number two is, are you inviting people to look at what you do? Are you inviting people to do the 30-day program? Are you inviting people to look at our products, to sample our products? And are you inviting people to do what you do? I would love for you to look at what I do. I am so excited. I dream wide awake. Used to, I saved my best dreams only for when I was asleep. When I got up, I had to be live. And now I can't even wait to wake up because I'm so excited. I get so many dreams in my heart, and I'm telling you, Arbonne is my way to get them. Have you ever thought about a second stream of income? Hey, what are you doing now in your life that you're loving? What dreams are you fulfilling in your life right now? What's on your bucket list? What's going to prevent you from getting that? Because everything on my bucket list, I know I can get because of Arbonne. You owe it to yourself to look at this. Those are things that you need to be saying. So you need to be convicted, you need to invite, and then you just need to work. I think it's John Maxwell that says the reason we don't have what we want is either because we didn't really want it or we tried to bargain for the price. And most things were stopped by because of fear or laziness. So first of all, do you want this? If you really, really want it, you can't bargain for the price. The price is getting out of your comfort zone, becoming the best version of yourself, and working every day on your business. Secondly, if you're not where you want to be, it's usually because of fear or laziness. Which one is it for you? I'm going to tell you it's probably both. Fear, you're scared, will be courageous and push past fear. We all have fear. And laziness. Cecilia Stoll met with us in Maui, met with my leaders. I asked her if we could, and we sat at her feet in her suite right on the beach. It's like a 360-degree angle, a view of the beach from like every direction. It's incredible. And I'm like, wow, this is what 12 white ENVPs get, which my room was incredible too. But I said, Cecilia, what makes you the number one income earner? Obviously she has a wide team, but other people know how to build this business. Like, how are you so much more wide than everybody? And she said, Miranda, I think that answer is I never stopped working. In fact, I would get somebody on my team and I would think they're leaving. They're probably quitting tomorrow. I've got to replace them. And she said, I didn't tell them that, but I just knew from the nature of this business that people quit. And she said, so I kept replacing them. And guess what? Some people didn't quit. They stayed. And I thought to myself, I don't want those words to be lost on me or on my team. And I told my team, let's be not just the difference makers in the world, not just the biggest success line that gives back, but let's be workers. Let's don't let that be lost on us. If we want to be wide and the top income earner, let's work. If that's all it takes is just working and not being lazy, we're in. We're workers. So I want to ask you, are you willing to work? Are you willing to work when other people aren't? I don't know the latest TV shows. Still, I don't know to this day, because I'm not worried about watching other people's lives on TV. I'm worried about what I want to do so people will watch my life. And I can make a difference forever and leave a legacy. And Arbonne's my vehicle to do that. I believe in you guys so much. I know you can do this. The last thing I'll say is my friend Lisa Dooley, who's the national vice president, executive national vice president. 2 years ago, she was on the struggle bus. She actually lost her nation. She said, I was like the quickest person to ever lose her nation in the history of Arbonne. I'm like, yeah, you might have been. A lot of her team quit. She struggled so much. But you know what? She had a why that grounded her, which was bigger than her, which was Haiti and people around the world that needed her. And she's like, you know, these Haiti women wouldn't quit just because they struggled. They'd be out there figuring out ways to feed their family. She's like, just because I don't have to do this to feed my family, I need it. I need it for these ladies. And she kept working. And now she got the Africa trip, which is an elite national vice president trip. And she was number 2 in the whole company with the most promotions in the whole company next to Ashley Stanfield to earn that. And I'm like, what if you would have quit 2 years ago whenever it got really hard and you lost your nation? She's like, I know. She's like, and I entertained it, but then I would say nope, because I knew life had more to offer than that. I knew Arbonne was bigger than my struggle right then. And guess what? Ended up becoming one of the fastest ever national vice presidents promoting Arbonne, and she's 22 years old. We're about to go at the beginning of March to Haiti. We're going to see my boys in the boys' home. I've actually never even met them because Haiti's been closed because of a lot of problems going on there. And we're continuing to raise money for Mission Hope, a big organization we love there. And I said, who can say like yesterday, let's go to Haiti. You want to go March 2nd? Yeah, let's go March 2nd. Haven't checked flight prices. Don't have to ask our boss. Not having to worry about it, how much it costs. We're like, let's go. Like, I love the freedom Arbonne offers. What would you do if you could go, time and money is not a problem. What would you be doing with your time and money? Dream about that at night. Dream about that during the day. Talk about it, envision it, and invite other people to join you in it. This business is there for the taking, and we're growing more than we ever are. I believe in you guys immensely. I know that we're all brought on this journey for a special, special thing, and so go get it. So we're a team. You're not on my team. Most of you guys aren't on my team. I invited a few of my team on, but we're Arbonne. We're Team Arbonne. So I'm a big athlete. I'm still a big runner and exerciser, and I love team. And so on 3, let's put our hands toward your camera. And on 3, we're going to say Team Arbonne. And we're going to go conquer all the things in our heart and all the things on our list. So ready, Team Arbonne on 3, hands in, yeah? 1, 2, 3. Team Arbonne. All right, go get it. I'll turn it back to Tammy. Night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Miranda. She gave it to us tonight, didn't she, guys? Conviction, invite, and work. And then how about some of you have been in the business a while. How about rediscovering your 21 reasons why? I love that. I just most recently did that after Maui and seeing the company grow over 100 million in 1 year, which is unheard of. Guys, it's the time to really start dreaming big about all the possibilities that you have with this amazing company. And so when she talked about having to rewrite her 21 reasons why 5 different times, count that up, 5 times 21. That means that those things came true. We've got to first visualize it. We've got to desire it. And then we have a awareness of it that keeps us on track for it. So guys, rewrite that 21 reasons why, put it into a vision board, and be convicted and go invite everyone. Always remember to talk about the business first, and then, you know it, go to work on going after what you can with this company. Stake your claim, because now is the time. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and hope you will replay this over and over again to grab your wisdom and your vision. Love you guys.